The boy with the colorful coat.
Do you have a favorite shirt or jacket? Joseph had a coat that was so special it made him stand out. His story is amazing. Joseph was a young boy who lived a long time ago. He had 11 brothers, and they all lived with their dad, whose name was Jacob. Jacob loved Joseph very much, so much that he gave him a beautiful coat with many bright colors. It was the kind of coat that would make anyone smile. But Joseph's brothers didn't smile when they saw his coat. They felt jealous. "Why does Joseph get the special coat?" they grumbled. "Does Daddy love him more than us?" To make things worse, Joseph had dreams, big dreams. One morning, Joseph came to his brothers with an excited look. "Guess what? I had a dream last night," he said. "We were all bundling grain in the field. Suddenly, my bundle stood tall, and all your bundles bowed down to mine." His brothers crossed their arms and frowned. "What? You think you're going to be our king? No way!" But Joseph wasn't done. A few days later, he shared another dream. "This time, I dreamed that the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed down to me." Even Joseph's father, Jacob, was surprised. "Does that mean your mother, your brothers, and I will bow down to you someday?" Jacob wondered aloud. Joseph's brothers were furious. "Who does he think he is?" they muttered. Trouble in the field. One day, the brothers were watching their sheep far away from home. Joseph's dad sent him to check on them. When the brothers saw Joseph coming in the distance, wearing his colorful coat, they made a terrible plan. "Let's get rid of Joseph," one brother said. They grabbed Joseph, took off his special coat, and threw him into a deep, dark pit. Joseph was scared, but his brothers weren't finished yet. Just then, some traders passed by on their way to Egypt. The brothers sold Joseph to the traders as a slave. Then they took Joseph's coat, dipped it in animal blood, and brought it to their dad. "Look, Dad," they said, pretending to be sad. "Isn't this Joseph's coat? A wild animal must have hurt him." Jacob was heartbroken. From slave to superstar. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken to Egypt, far from his home and family. He worked hard as a servant in a man named Potiphar's house. Joseph did everything with care and honesty, and soon Potiphar trusted him with everything. But then, trouble came again. Someone told a lie about Joseph, and he was thrown into prison, even though he had done nothing wrong. Even in prison, Joseph didn't lose hope. He helped others, and God was with him. One day, the king of Egypt, Pharaoh, had strange dreams. No one could figure out what they meant. "Bring Joseph," someone said. Joseph listened to Pharaoh's dreams and explained, "Your dreams mean that Egypt will have 7 years of good food and then 7 years of famine, when no food will grow. You should save extra food now to prepare." Pharaoh was amazed. He made Joseph the second most powerful man in Egypt, in charge of saving the land. A happy ending. Years later, the famine came, just as Joseph had said. People from all over came to Egypt to buy food. One day, Joseph's brothers came too. They didn't recognize Joseph, but he knew them right away. Joseph could have been mean to them, but instead, he forgave them. He said, "What you meant to hurt me, God used for good. He sent me here to save lives." Joseph invited his whole family to come live with him in Egypt, where they would have plenty of food. His father, Jacob, was overjoyed to see Joseph alive. And so, the boy with the colorful coat became a hero, showing us how to trust God, forgive others, and never lose hope, even in tough times.